Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa have long embodied love, strength, and inspiration. Their relationship has been admired not only because of their television success and public recognition, but also because of their unshakable devotion to one another. Kelly, a beloved television host, and Mark, a respected actor, seemed like the perfect couple destined to share their lives in joy and stability. But behind the glamour of morning talk shows and magazine covers, life has suddenly taken a tragic and terrifying turn. Reports began circulating that Mark Consuelos had been undergoing medical testing following months of speculation about his health. Fans noticed his thinner frame, his visible fatigue during appearances, and whispers about frequent visits to a private clinic grew louder. Now, devastating results have shaken the Consuelos-Ripa family to its very core. Even more heartbreaking, Kelly herself, overwhelmed by the reality of the diagnosis, was rushed to the ICU, leaving loved ones and fans in absolute shock. According to sources close to the family, Mark's test results confirmed the presence of a serious illness. For Kelly, the reality was not just a medical challenge, it was an emotional collapse. She had stood beside her husband through decades of life's ups and downs, but hearing that the man she built her world with was facing a battle for survival was too much to bear. Those closest to the couple say Kelly was unable to process the weight of the news. Her breakdown escalated into a medical emergency of her own, requiring urgent attention in the ICU. Witnesses described her as visibly shaken, weeping uncontrollably, clutching Mark's medical file in her hands, as though letting go would mean admitting defeat. The image of Kelly Ripa, the endlessly smiling, confident, and witty television personality, being escorted into a hospital in tears, stunned the world. For years, Kelly has been the epitome of energy and strength, balancing her demanding career with her devotion to her family. Yet in this moment of personal tragedy, even she found herself overwhelmed by the cruelty of fate. For those who saw her during those raw moments, her collapse was heartbreaking. Her face streaked with tears, her body trembling under the weight of fear. Kelly's anguish reflected not just the terror of a diagnosis, but the depth of love she holds for Mark. Meanwhile, Mark Consuelos himself remains in a fragile silence. Known for his wit, charisma, and unshakable energy, Mark has chosen to keep much of this battle private. Friends say he is determined to stay strong for Kelly and for their children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin. Though his body may be weakened, his focus is on protecting his family from fear. For Mark, this fight is not only about his own survival, it is about protecting the people he loves most. Witnesses at the private clinic described a scene filled with raw humanity. Kelly's family members rushed to her side, offering comfort, while doctors closely monitored her condition in the ICU. Mark, despite his own fragile state, insisted on being near her, showing once again the unwavering bond that has defined their marriage for nearly 3 decades. The sight of both Mark and Kelly, two figures so often associated with strength, humor, and vitality, has been reduced to such vulnerability has sent shockwaves across Hollywood and beyond. Fans around the world have flooded social media with messages of love, prayers, and unwavering support. Hashtags calling for strength and hope for the couple have spread globally, uniting millions in shared concern. Those close to Kelly say she blames herself for not noticing the severity of Mark's condition earlier, even though there was nothing she could have done. Her breakdown, they believe, was the breaking point of years of emotional pressure, deep love, and fear suddenly erupting into one unbearable moment. This is a story that reminds us of something universal. No matter how successful, admired, or seemingly invincible we may be, life has a way of testing us at our core. For Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa, this is their test. Their story is not about ratings, red carpets, or headlines. It is about love in the face of fear, courage in the midst of heartbreak, and the fragility of life that unites us all. The world waits, prays, and hopes for their recovery. And through it all, their love continues to shine, even in the darkest of hours. Don't miss the next chapter in this unfolding story. Subscribe now and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on Mark and Kelly's fight, as well as other heartfelt stories from around the world. And let us know in the comments, what message of strength and hope would you send to Mark and Kelly right now? Your words matter more than you realize.